Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of Gatia, where the populace are at the mercy of elemental chaos, unpredictable weather, and really fucked up looking animals. Welcome, as tonight we step into the... Well, I can't really say the village of Greystand, because we're not there right now, are we, everybody?
No, we're not.
Thanks for that droning response.
You're welcome.
We focus in on the group known as the Measure, who come from the village of Greystand as they continue their arduous trek through the Irish forest in search of help. Before I jump into our recap, just really quick reminder, we have socials. If you would like to see how chaotic we could be outside of session, that's an option. Down in the About section, we have our link tree where all of our social links are provided. And if you're an extra brave adventurer, you could join the Discord and really be exposed to us 7 days a week. Yeah, that's all I got for that. Does anybody... Oh, Yurko has also his own stream that he does every Thursday and Saturday?
Thursday and Sunday.
Sunday. Shit, I know it's not Saturday. Damn it. Thursday and Sunday over at twitch.tv/theyurko, where he plays Baldur's Gate 3.
It's true. I thought I was going to finish Act 1 like the last 2 sessions, but Act 1 just keeps going.
I gotta say, every time... Yeah, it sure does. Every time I tune in, I'm like, where is he?
Still in Act 1!
Hey, as long as you're enjoying yourself. So anyway, you can tune into that on Thursdays and Sundays. And I think that's it, unless anybody else had something they wanted to plug before we continue along.
Your podcast too? Or is that... No, that's not up yet. It's up tomorrow.
I was debating on whether to announce this, but...
Oh, my bad.
Exciting news. It's fine. You're fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Decision made. I am releasing a podcast, an actual play of Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, including JT and Sora, 2 of our own, as my players, as well as our friend Lylel. That will be up on YouTube and Spotify tomorrow. I tried to get you a link, but Spotify does not want to give me a link because it's not up yet. So, stay tuned for that.
I might be able to help you out with that. There is like a channel link that they provide on their website. I'll show you where it is.
Oh, God, thank you.
We will post it in our Discord tomorrow.
Yeah. So we have those great things to check out and enjoy. So with that all behind us now, let's... Oh, yeah. Go ahead. What's up, Sora?
We hit 70 followers on Twitch.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay!
Good number.
I
No,
know.
I'm just kidding.
Somebody unsubscribe. Hey.
No, don't do that. Damn it.
I'll do it.
No. It still counts if you do it. Anyway, that's awesome. Oh, and I also want to point out, because I just saw that Sora has pointed this out in our little private chat here. This is episode 19 on 9/19.
Nifty. Make a wish, everyone.
Lots of 9s. But yeah, so let's do a recap real quick. I have lots of notes, so I'm going to try and make this recap quick. Did the music stop?
It sure did.
I can't help but notice no one made a wish.
Nope.
And you can't say it out loud, otherwise it won't come true.
Oh, yeah, we're doing birthday cake
I got
rules?
this.
All right.
I got this.
Okay, music's back.
That's the only wishing I know.
Yes.
Yep.
Blow it.
So last week's session started atop the Chaldean Shelf, a large chunk of earth that has risen from the ground decades ago and is speckled with deposits of labradorite all along it. After some late night camp discussions amongst those staying up for watch, the party began to set out, having already decided that they would not be returning to Greystand after their trip to the shelf and would instead be heading deeper into the forest in search of what has been called the Great City of Thrix by Rarissa's necklace companion. I don't know what the proper term is for him anymore. Yeah, it's Jules. Yeah, that's his name.
What's his classification? How does he identify?
Necklace dweller.
There you go.
I identify as a crystal.
He said he was an elf, right?
He did.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
So they are on their way in the direction that he has provided. There was some combat along the way with some fungal boars that were dispatched quite easily and researched for a good hour by Tim, who has named them the Spores. Spoars. And from there continued their journey until eventually they stumbled upon an individual who has introduced herself as Katie, an individual who seems to be displaced from her own time through means of travel through Arcadia, a realm of fey creatures and unmeasurable amounts of chaos. They proceeded through the rest of their journey through the forest with Katie, who, while Ulrich isn't too sure about her, everybody else really wants to talk to her, it seems. So they continued through the forest, camped out for the night, and it is a new morning. And I have to do some rolls.
Roll.
Because I was going to do them beforehand, but I really just love the anxiety I create whenever I do it live. So.
Not nice.
It's
Because
not.
it's sus.
You're selling our anxiety.
I get egged on, all right?
Are you gonna remember our sanity checks?
Oh, yes, I would. Well, yeah, you know what? Go ahead, everybody, give me a sanity roll. That's a wisdom saving throw, please. I know we haven't done these in a while, but...
Ooh.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Not bad.
16.
Okay.
Loading.
Did you say saving throw?
Yeah, this is a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Cassidy, go ahead.
23.
What's yours? Tim's 23. Cassidy, what's yours?
18.
Okay, Ulrich, what's yours?
23.
Oh man, you
Dang.
guys have it locked down. You're all feeling fine. Let me roll for Miss Katie.
Feeling wise.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, roll for Tim's future wife.
Katie rolled a 23.
Katie's happily married.
Katie
Yeah.
is happily
For
married.
now.
Wow.
Not for now. For later.
Wow.
Well, she doesn't have a husband in this timeline.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, My theory was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be like, oh, what's your husband's name? Oh, it's Tim. Tim's just going to be like, oh, is it?
I do need somebody to roll me a d20. Anybody?
I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead. All
Four.
A 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was really excited.
Don't hold it in. Let it out.
The math rock. Go click clack.
Unless it's
Alright.
only been 2 minutes.
Let's get into this travel music and we'll put some ambience on as it begins to rain. That's not the rain
Oh,
track. That's the
shit.
sunshine track.
Tinkle,
Not
tinkle.
thunder. Not thunder. Not lightning. It's just a rain.
Good song.
I don't
What?
trust you. I'm scared. I'm
I didn't ask
traumatized.
people to roll a d20 to see if they got electrocuted, so it's okay.
Not yet.
And then there's one more roll that I have to do. This for me. Okay. Noted. I love those rolls. Anyway, you've all risen. Everybody's waking. You've already broke camp, actually. So this this rain started as you began walking through the forest. Feel free, speak amongst yourselves, engage in conversation, or if you don't have anything to say in this immediate moment to each other or Miss Katie, we can start rolling.
Can I climb a tree, please?
I don't know, Katie. Yes, of course. Athletics or acrobatics.
The rage that just boiled up inside of me.
Yeah.
JT.
Yeah. He's a dad now, so.
I am.
Acrobatics.
Yes, sir. I figured.
That's a dirty 20.
Ooh, that's beautiful. Even with the rain coming down, you were able to do it with relative ease. I will say that these trees are a little odd for you because you're used to a more deciduous type tree, where these are very, not as many strong branches far down, but you are able to work your way up this tree without issue.
All right. Well, I'm going to get up as high up as I can. I'm just trying to, refamiliarize myself with the land, maybe see if there's anything visible in the direction that we're supposed to be heading.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what you can see. You're up in the tree. You're not in the wood. No, I'm just kidding. You're too high.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm
not
on
good.
Oh.
That would be an 11.
Ooh, okay. Well, not the best. You can see from where you are that the mountain range is maintaining its position on your right. You got a lot of forest ahead of you. You might be able to see more, but it is raining, so the water's kind of getting in your eyes and things like that. So, you got more trees ahead of you. Nothing specific to really glean from this.
Okay. I'll head back down.
Okay. Slide down like a fire pole.
No, thank you. That's gonna get splinters.
Yeah. You'll never get that sap out.
Oh.
I'll make my way back down, and when I get back to everyone, I'll just say, I went up there and I looked around, and it's raining. So.
It is?
It is.
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry, I have to tell you this.
I don't.
Keep moving.
I don't have my raincoat either.
How am I feeling? I had the paste. I don't remember if we discussed if I woke up feeling okay or whatever.
Oh, yes. You feel fine.
Okay, cool.
No more poison effect on you. No more attack rolls with disadvantage.
Sweet. I'm gonna give Katie's paste back. She gave me the whole jar, right?
She did. Yeah, so. It was like a little compact looking thing.
Yeah.
He takes from you. Are you feeling better now?
So much better. That was amazing. Thank you.
Of course. Hopefully we don't run into anything else like that while we're out and about.
Yeah, I really hope not.
You said it was bars, didn't you? Something like that.
Boars with, like, mushrooms or something, right? Yeah. On them?
Right.
Yeah, it was weird.
Alright, well. I mean, it's just a general antitoxin sort of thing, so if we encounter something else, and it does it to you, you're more than welcome. Any of you are more than welcome to try it. I just can't guarantee it's always going to work.
That's fair.
You just carry that around?
I do. I travel a lot. Well, make it sound fancy. I'm on my feet. I like to wander. That's how I get in trouble, I guess. Kind of wander off, lose my way. It's
I have a question, Katie.
Aye?
You said that in your time this forest is overrun with... Did you say undead? Am I remembering correctly?
I mean, as far as I know, it's not like they're standing shoulder to shoulder or anything, but they're the threat. They're the main issue. It's not animals or anything like that. Well, I suppose unless they're undead, but yes.
So what were you doing here when you slipped and found your way at this time?
Well, I was in Arcadia before I arrived here. I was passing through. I just got off at the wrong exit, I suppose. I didn't expect to arrive where I did. While the forest is the way it is, it hasn't stopped people from building homes, not within it, but on the outskirts. It's kind of hard to align where I come out sometimes. So, I mean, I'm grateful, honestly, that it was this time when the forest is not like that, because if I stepped out and a bunch of zombies were around me, it'd be kind of an issue. Me and my stick couldn't defend me from that. But yes, it's quite overrun.
You don't think the forest is dangerous as it is now?
Well, from what you tell me, it does sound rightfully dangerous, yes. But I've not been walking around for too long before you found me, so I haven't had to endure too much of the elements without people. And, well, I mean, from my experience, animals are afraid of large groups of people, or they should be, at least.
Well, you don't seem too distressed at your circumstances.
Well, I usually don't have too hard of a time finding my way back. If I stress too much, well, it's happened a few times. Probably about the third.
That's impressive.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's with purpose. I mean, you know, before I was married, I had nobody to hold me down, as you say. So if I wanted to go for a walk and I wanted to see the Arcadia, I knew how to get there. I got friends there. Pop in and out to go. My parents are long gone. So.
Well, exciting life you must lead.
Hasn't been lately when you have two little ones running around, but it used to be, and this is awfully exciting in a way. Just as long as I could get back.
Can I roll insight, please?
Sure. What are you inciting on?
I don't believe her.
Okay.
This is a very outlandish story that she's telling. And I mean, I just want to get a general sense of her attitude as she tells me this story.
Okay.
It does seem peculiar that she would go into the forest alone, as she describes it in her time being potentially not full but populated with some level of undead. Doesn't seem like something you should do by yourself.
Well, she didn't state that she went in while she was in her the forest in her time. She just said she came out of Arcadia and ended up here.
Oh, I just thought that she would be in the same region she entered.
But go ahead, what's your roll?
7.
Okay, well, I mean, you know what? I will say that she does seem a little... Crazy's a strong word. Careless, maybe, in her speech. Like, you know, she's really not worried. She really doesn't seem to be worried. Like, she has... I don't know if faith is the right word. She believes that she'll find her way back if that's where she's supposed to be, perhaps.
That's a wild thing to think in this circumstance. IMO. Tell it me now.
Yeah.
Out of character, my judgment is that, like, she gave us her kids' names, but then made, like, that huge thing about, like...
She did?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, like, Eric and something or another, unless that was told to us out of character and I don't remember.
No. I think you're right. Yeah, I think she only said the one's name.
I thought they both started with like an E or something. I don't know, but I
mean,
think
she also gave us her own name, and she claims to be good friends with the Fae.
Yeah.
Supposedly, yeah. I
You
don't
can
trust
ask her questions as much as you like.
Well, I've asked what I want to ask right now.
Okay. That's fine. Oh. So, I think I asked. I don't know if you were being secret about it or not. But if it is as dangerous as you do say, why are you out here?
We're looking for something.
Huh. All right.
I think we've already asked you about it. A place called Thrix.
Oh, okay. I do remember you mentioning Thrix. Yeah. I am sorry. Sorry, I was just looking for something as I was saying that. I'm just writing something down real quick. One second. Well, then. And she, were you gonna say something, Sora?
I was gonna say I can roll if we're gonna keep walking.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and give me a survival roll.
I shouldn't be allowed to do this. 12.
12, okay. 12 is good. You are not hindered by your travels. You are able to maneuver through the trees, keeping the mountainside on your right. No dangers have yet come to you. Yes?
Can I pop in on the Katie conversation?
Mm-hmm.
So Cassidy's just kind of pondering, thinking about why we're out here and the fact that Katie is here. So Katie, we haven't found Thrix yet,
Mm-hmm.
but we did find you.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, if we were to ask your help with something, would there be any way you could come to our aid in this time? Like, would you be able to get back to this time and place?
I mean, well, hold on. So, you're asking if I can leave and come back to here,
R-
to this time?
right. Like, if you needed to get people or resources, if you were able and willing to do so, is that something you can do? Because you said you didn't mean to end up in this place and at this point.
Right.
So is that even possible for you? Do you have that ability?
Well, I mean, okay, so let me explain. I could leave and come back here, but it comes at a price, and I'm already paying a price to get home.
Right.
The last thing you want is a fae, a member of the Arcadia. Last thing you want is to have a lofty list of favors for them. Especially because their prices can be very odd and sometimes unpayable, but they'll expect you to pay out. You can't really escape them. Ranging from firstborns to thimbles. I mean, they could want anything. I mean, clearly, I wouldn't give my firstborn for a favor, so that sort of deal would be immediately out of the question. But there are only so many people that could drop me in the right place and time. So, what do you want?
Well, I don't think it would be fair of us to ask you to compromise yourself in that way. That's why I was wondering on the front end before we even got into the gritty details if that would be feasible for you, but you don't even know us. I can't expect you to put such a debt upon your life for people you just met
It's
randomly.
could be a large debt, yeah. So you said people and resources? You'd ask of me? Oh, English is hard.
I'm gonna make eye contact with the others in the party, kind of like Tim and Ulrich especially, like, can I proceed here? Like,
Fine.
Sure.
Oh,
well,
Ulrich's the best dad.
yeah, he is. So I don't know what will help us. We were hoping to find the help we needed in the city of Thrick because it's literally the only settlement we have a possible lead on other than our own in this massive wild forest. So we're trying to go there. There's a being that has been compromising our village that we just don't have the knowledge or means to go up against. And she's trying to consume not only our town, but as far as we can tell, every living thing in this entire region.
So
we just wanted to stop her before.
So you need people to fight?
I don't know. Maybe fighting isn't even an option. I mean, we tried to go up against her. We couldn't even reach her. We might need knowledge, firstly, on what she is and
Katie.
where to even start.
Well, yes, a ranger.
Is this news to you?
Of someone wishing to consume the forest?
You've never heard of someone consuming this entire forest? It's not recorded in your history at all? You seem to be familiar with the place. You know the state of the forest at your time. Never heard the name Myrna?
Can't say I have.
Well, that should be good news for us. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine. You know, I would like to say to you that you're successful because I've never heard of this individual or the plight that's upon you in your village. But I don't know if it's you that's successful or somebody else. I mean, I can't say, but she does not have a place in my time. I am back in where I'm from. I am not of such highfalutin tout to bring an army or the greatest scholars. I mean, I have one thing I could offer you, but I really don't think you'd want to do it, or I don't know just how desperate you are.
A deal with a fae?
Well, so this is how it works, and hear me out. I was going to say I could take you to Arcadia. You could go with me. I could introduce you to some individuals. Now, you could strike a deal, but also, I've seen it. If you could play to an individual's interests, you might just do it for entertainment. You might just do it because it's fun. Now, you'd probably be in danger of some interesting folks. Not to make sure you don't get anybody that's too much of a loony bin, but it's possible you might not have to pay a favor, or maybe you would. I'm not sure. Depends on who you talk to and how you spin it. I will more than likely be paying a favor myself to get home because I know exactly who I'm going to go to.
Well, it's an option.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
We're already chasing down one lead, though.
You
lost him.
Should you be interested in doing so? I do plan to go back as soon as I can, as soon as I can find a way. And as I said, you could come with me if you want, and I could show you around. But there's the caveat that time is a bit weird, so you might not lose much time here. But again, it depends on if you think, and please don't be offended by how I word this, but I think it depends on how desperate you are to save your village. Because the Fae isn't somebody that you just lightly play with. I know I'm a bit of a hypocrite to say that, but it's true.
So you're saying that there could be an issue with the time if we go there?
Well, I'm saying that. All right, so I came here earlier than when I came in. You could go the other way, as you could come out later, or you could even just come out 5 moments later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're back. It'll be like you never left.
I don't like it.
But there's the potential we could go in and then come out to no village.
Right.
Being that you've never heard of it from... Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you did say I never heard of your village. You never told me what it was called.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
That's fine. I understand
not.
your hesitation. But if you're to strike a deal, you could have it included in the deal when you want to come through. Or persuade their, pique their interest.
How about this, Katie? We haven't told you the name of our village, but you seem to be familiar with this forest.
I'm familiar with the region, yeah. I haven't been to every inch of it, but I am familiar with it. They talked about it in school a little bit, told us the names of the places, so...
How about you tell us some of those names?
I'd be careful here.
Well,
I don't know about you guys, but I'm worried about learning a little too much about what is possibly the future.
does it...
Katie's here, and she knows all about the future.
Yeah, but she doesn't belong in this time.
Does it... Well, what if I just name cities?
I barely know what a city is, so...
It's like a really big village. How's that?
Sure.
Okay. So I could just keep... Sir Scribe, I can just keep it to that if you wish. Would that be okay with you? I mean, you don't have to listen.
You're worried maybe you could write them down and show me.
We're all playing with fire. I love it.
I will do what you all are comfortable with. So you tell me what you want me to do, and I'll comply.
What's the worst that could happen?
Let's find out. No, let's not.
I mean, I don't... Who
Nothing
knows?
worse than we're already stuck with, I think. So,
Who knows? Maybe if I tell you these names, when I go back, they'll be named something completely different.
That's what worries me.
I mean, as long as my home's where it is, I don't give a shite what it's called.
It's
true. The only future we could be putting in jeopardy is Katie's, right? So,
Right.
True.
if you're comfortable with it, Katie.
Well, no offense to my friends, but there's only 5 of you. I mean, not to downplay you. I do hope that you send a ripple with whatever you're trying to do. I'm just hopeful that your ripple don't affect me. All right, so look, without getting into too much information, there's only so in the future, I mean, look at this around here. It's pretty crazy. The weather's still nuts, right? That's not a thing of the future. The weather's still all up in the air and insane, and elementals all over the place. Yeah, it's like that now too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, same when I come from. Well, not in the undead area, honestly. I mean, if there's anything, there's mostly earth elementals, and well, I don't like those very much. They're a bit fucky-wucky where I come from. So, anyway, we haven't expanded too much. There's only they're called territories, and inside territories there are usually a few villages and a city. So for me, I come from a city. It is the main location to our territory. It's called Maverand. part city. It's very busy, hustle and bustle, but like I told you, I'm on the outskirts. We got a little farm and whatnot, so city taxes, blah, blah, blah. Already kind of went over that.
Taxes?
If you don't know what they are, just don't even bother yourself with them.
Okay.
Don't hurt your head. There's a village by the name of Bernasag.
Bless you.
And she laughs a little bit. It's a mouthful. It's a name. They're Saxondale. Saxondale is they're always called it a port village, but I don't understand why, because it's not near the ocean. I think they just have a lot of trade that goes through there. I don't know. I never understood it myself. And there's one more that's furthest away, Greystein. I feel like there's another one, but I just can't remember the name of it.
It'll come to you.
Perhaps. But no, that's it.
Let's make sure we don't lose any daylight.
Yeah, someone can give me a survival roll.
I will. The ranger.
Yeah, yes.
Come on, Ranger.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
We're gonna actually summon the arm.
we're in the forest.
15.
Yeah, 15's good. 15's good. As you continue through the rain, the wood continues to be dense, the ground getting a bit soggy underneath your feet. Tim, I forgot to ask this earlier. Can you just roll me a straight d20, please?
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 2.
Thank you very much. Let me just see.
Glad to be of service.
Yes, sir. Oh, right. I'm in the wrong spot.
Hey, Katie, can I ask you a really, I guess, kind of random question?
Oh, hey, I love those.
Completely unrelated to, like, villages or anything like that. You didn't make a comment on... or her?
The Harns?
Yeah, well, just us. Have you seen, like, us before, or people like us?
Oh, Why?
No,
They're a little rare.
They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
These two are the only ones in our whole town or village.
Really?
Bit of a
That's not
spectacle,
normal.
even.
Aw.
Seems that
What do you
normal
mean,
is a
spectacle?
matter of perspective. You said it yourself.
I didn't
You're a
say
wonder to
spectacle.
behold. That's what he means.
Thank you, Tim. You're spectacular, is what I meant.
Starts turning purple.
That's odd. No, what do they call you?
Rena?
Rena and Rarissa.
Oh, no, dears. I meant your kind. I meant your kind.
Oh.
The Harns and the wide array of colored skin.
We don't... I don't think we named... Well, I know out of character we did, but I don't think we really, like, ever named ourselves. Or anything like that.
Are you really that rare? Truly?
Closest
dears.
thing might be envoys. Does that ring a bell?
Oh,
Or
you
title.
asked me about those. I'm not sure. They do you want to know what they call you where I come from?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
You two, I think. Yeah.
Absolutely,
As
please.
long as the girls are okay with it, it's the. I understand your excitement, Scribe. Or I'm starting to understand your excitement. They call you.
What do you think,
Oh no, go
Riri?
ahead. Can't hear you. Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, sorry.
Sure.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
they call you Damons.
It's a bit rude.
Well, it has its roots. There's a lot of you running around, just as much as well, maybe not as much as humans, because there's certainly a lot of those running around. But
Are they all blue or teal?
no. Mm-mm.
Oh, good. Dad is the only one that fucked up.
I, I can't say I quite understand what you mean by that. No,
It's family drama. Don't worry
there,
about it.
there's a
Quite a long story.
there's
Oh my god.
there's a variety of colors. I've seen red ones. I'm sorry, I feel rude as I'm saying this. I've seen those of your kind with red skin. Purple. Well, purple is actually very rare. I will say that that is extremely rare. I've only seen one of those. Green, brown, many colors.
About,
Does she have a question? I'm sorry.
what about yellow?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a lineage thing. Um, you're connected to oh well, I know powerful beings. I mean, maybe not perhaps that you're like it's your dad or anything, but long ago in the way back from my time, it started with demonic looking individuals. I suppose that's where the horns come from in your lines. I don't know. They have a group name, but I don't know what it is. Each one traces back to a long ago relative, 100 times removed. I don't know.
Mhm.
But you're all over the place. You're not uncommon where I come from.
How do people treat like them? Like, are they nice?
Pretty normal. I mean, not rude. I mean, you always have the old bigot, but you know, sometimes people don't understand people. They act incorrectly, but no, for the most part, well received. That's baffling. Just two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're beauties.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome. Glad to help. As you're having this discussion, there's in the distance this low roar. Perception rolls from everybody, please.
Ooh. 24.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm in the woods.
12.
Okay, Marissa.
Oh.
Huh?
Dirty 20.
Okay, Cassidy.
7.
Oh, Tim.
18.
And sorry, you said 12, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody but Cassidy. Everybody but my lucky number 7. It's a familiar sound as you notice it and pick up on this and Ulrich, what is it, 24 you said? I'm in the woods,
Yes.
24. You see it
Yeah.
far in the distance, you see a tree just, and water just comes
Ooh.
rushing. Is coming at you fast. Katie turns around, looks, and just fucking books it. She just keeps running in the direction you're going. As the water is quickly approaching. Why the music?
How high would this water be?
Hard to tell from this distance.
Okay. I know you're about to narrate something, but my first instinct is to toss a couple of bug legs in my mouth and cast jump.
Okay. No worries. That's fine. Sorry, I gotta refresh because the music's not working. For those of you that are listening to the recorded version of this, the music's probably fine for you. So, because I put it in post. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
We all know how it went the last time Rena tried to swim.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, well, up until this point, she was really giddy because, finding out about heritage stuff, or at least what she's called. That's exciting. Now we're gonna die. Now we're gonna drown.
You're leaping up into a tree. Is that right?
Who's closest to me of the group?
I'd say probably me if you're like showing Rena still how to
Good point. All right. So first, my plan is to cast jump twice, once on myself and once on Rena. It seems.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if I have enough time to do that. It'd be 2 actions.
You know what? That's actually a really good point. Okay. So noted that you're doing that. I will say you have enough time to cast on both of you, but Cassidy, what are you doing?
Wondering why everybody's so frustrated and concerned.
Right. Okay.
I can hear noise, but it's not clicking in. I'm not registering, I guess, the impact of what it is.
Okay, so you're going to spend a turn looking confused?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, oh no,
character,
Katie,
yeah.
Katie's booking, right?
Katie
So I did see
started running
Katie
immediately.
ran off.
Mhm.
So am I understanding this correctly? The mountains on our right, would the water be coming from the right down the mountainside, and Katie is going forward to try to get across before the water reaches us? Is that the concept?
No, you are just in the woods. Like you're not so close to the mountains that you could touch them. Like you know, if you get a high vantage point, you can see them. But you're just walking through the woods, and the water is coming up from behind you.
From behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
You
not,
don't know
it's
where-
not coming
what it-
from okay.
Yeah, its
The high
origin
ground.
point is
Right.
unknown.
Okay.
So round of confusion.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably just do what I'm doing right now and just wonder what to do and look between Katie and the group and be like, guys, what?
Okay.
In fairness, I don't want to. I know I have like a limited action economy, but I would probably want to shout a warning, given my perception, if I still can.
That would be free, right?
Yeah, you can yell out to them.
All right.
Rhyme or whatever.
I'll just call out flash flood. I'm sure where people of Grey Stand know that kind of warning.
Especially the older people. So Cassidy, with that knowledge, we can act with that knowledge.
Oh, well, she knows in a.
Now what are you gonna do?
Well, here's the thing. Cassidy isn't the most well educated, but I feel like she might know, in the circumstance of a flood of water coming towards us from behind, not to run directly away from it, but to run left or right, because I'm not gonna run faster than the water moves. At some point it'll catch me. So would you say that Cassidy has the capacity to realize that? Or would I just be basically going into panic mode and going wherever I could?
You could give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligence?
You can add your history mod if you want.
That
if you have one. What's that, Tim?
No, just speculating to myself. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Forget that the thing is so close to my face.
So my history with my intelligence mod, which is actually in the negative, plus my proficiency, it's a +1.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
so that would be a 17 actually.
Yeah, you'd probably recall
Nice.
being told you get out of the way, you don't try and get ahead of it.
Yeah. Okay. So what way did Katie run? Straight, left, right?
Straight. You don't know where she's running as if she's trying to outrun it, but
Right.
you know.
Well, in that case, I think I'm gonna go half and half. Like I'll go like ahead and to the left, and I'll try to call out to Katie and try to get her to come my way. And if I can, then I'll go directly left.
Okay.
To get out of the path of the flood.
All right. Understood. Rarissa, what are you doing?
I was gonna run left or right, so
Okay. All right, that's fine. I'm just trying to get a feel for what everybody's doing with the action economy that they have.
left.
What? Okay.
I flipped a coin.
Rena, I'm gonna say that you've already been, granted this because of how high his perception was. That's first round. So Ulrich, you've, this is first round. Would you have casted it on her first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then that's fine. All right. So I'm not skipping you. That you've already told me what your first turn is. Then Yurko. Tim.
We're in turn order right now, right? Loose turn order?
Loose turn order, yeah.
So I can't just cast 3 level 2 spells all at one time?
No.
Alright. How far away is Katie from me? How far did she make it?
She used her
Can I
turn-
see her?
Yeah, you can see her.
Okay. She's less than 60 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Air Bubble on her and start running towards Cassidy and Rarissa.
Okay. All right. Cassidy, are you doing it? Oh, Katie, I already did the roll. Cassidy, is you're running sort of towards her, but to the side. She just shoots straight up a tree, just climbs straight up it. To get out of the path of the water in an attempt to. So what are you doing? This will be your next turn. I think Roll20 hates music today. Oh no, it's just me. Never mind. Continue.
It's hard for me to say in an emergency situation if the flood is going to wash the tree away or not. So it's hard to say if it's valid to tell her to get down and then have her be washed away, and the tree was fine in the end. So
right.
I guess I'll just I'll stop and I'll look at her and I'll call out to her and I'll just tell her I don't know what to do. I'm running. And I'll keep running, self-preservation.
Okay.
But she's not telling her to come with and get down out of malice or cowardice, but just, she's
Concern.
trying to survive her way, and I'm trying to survive mine.
Okay. All right. Rarissa, anything? You just gonna keep moving to the side, or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rena, you're up in a tree. Ulrich, I'm assuming you're going up in a tree.
Oh,
All right. All right, and Tim. Yeah.
Doopy.
Who's furthest away from me, Marissa or Cassidy?
Probably me.
Yeah, because she went forward and then started to stray, whereas Rarissa just cut. So
Okay.
Cassidy's closer.
Oh, okay.
No, further.
No?
Who's
Oh,
furthest?
further. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
You
So
two tell me.
by
Yeah.
default, Rarissa probably.
Mhm.
All right,
Mhm.
Rarissa gets the next air bubble.
Okay. All right. So as you're casting this last spell, the water is just coming up right behind you. Anybody that's not in a tree right now, this is a very wide flood of water. The bulk of it being in the center. But I need those on the ground to give me a dex saving throw.
It's been an honor.
14.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
10.
10, you said? Okay. Cassidy and Tim, as you are retreating from this onslaught, this flash flood, as the rain overfloweth this forest, you are both hit with 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Rarissa, you rolled a what? It was
20.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, 23.
Yeah. You are able to find purchase somewhere, whether that be you manage to get halfway up a tree or you find a rock that's sturdy enough to stand on top of, as the water manages not to take you. I need to follow up at dex saves from Tim and Cassidy as the water continues to pelt into you.
13.
Okay.
15.
Cassidy, you take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Tim, you are able to just barely get yourself out of the way of this to a safe spot. I'm going to do a full turn though. Rarissa, you are safe. Are you doing anything? I will say that you give me a perception roll. Actually, we'll do it this way. Give me a perception roll. This will not consume your action.
18.
15. I will say that you see where Tim and Cassidy are. Well, you know where everyone is from where you are. So you'd be aware of Tim and Cassidy's situation. Well, Tim is okay now, but you will know that Cassidy's still been hit by the water. Is there anything that you want to do, can do?
Okay, so if I found a very sturdy rock that was high enough out of the way,
Mm-hmm.
is there any way I could put a rope around it and try to get it out to Cassidy?
That would be tough, but you could try. You could maybe even what you're standing on yourself could work in such a way. The trick would be getting the rope to her.
Yeah. I have a short bow, but I don't want to shoot at Cassidy.
Do it. Arrow will ping me in the arm. At least I'll be attached to something.
Well, this is the thing. If you're gonna fire an arrow towards her, like I'm assuming you're gonna tie the rope to it and fire the arrow. I mean, you tell me what your target is. Like, you don't have to aim at Cassidy.
You could just overshoot her if you have enough length of rope, so it'll arc over her.
Yeah. Okay.
At this current point in time, you have 50 feet of rope, I'm assuming.
Yeah, in my what's in the call? It's the packy.
Then I will say at this point, yes, you do have enough rope, but it's not always going to be like that because this water is moving her. That's where the damage is coming from, because she's just kind of being pulled along the forest floor.
Okay. Okay. So how do you want me to try to shoot the bow and arrow with rope on it?
Well, I would just do a normal attack roll that you would do with the short bow. But, as you stated, you're going to do like what Yurko said. You're going to arc the shot over her so she can catch the rope.
Yeah, see if she can catch the rope.
Optimally, I'd like to grab the rope after the arrow's possibly like implanted in a tree. I don't know if Cassidy, the sentient rock lady, has the reflexes to grab an arrow out of the sky.
Well, I think
But you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, like when the rope comes down, you could, if it's
Yeah.
close to you, you could grab it. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I was trying to say that
So this
I'll
is
grab
how
it
we're,
after it's landed.
yeah. So this is how we're gonna handle this. Depending on how good her roll to hit is, you're either just gonna grab it naturally, or you're gonna have to make a dex roll to
get to it?
grab it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I'm tumbling. I'm getting some erosion damage waiting for this rope.
What is
19.
it? Total of 19.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, I'm
No,
gonna
wait.
say.
Plus the wait. You said to add the. So that
Yeah.
would be like the +5 that we talked about last time too, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because that's attack roll. So
Yeah.
actually not 19. Total 19. That'd be 24.
Okay, great. Well, you're over 20, so I'm going to say that you don't have to make a roll to retrieve this. Her aim is true, and as you're coming up for air, the rope is just kind of right there, and you're able to grab onto it. I would like you to give me a strength roll, though, to pull yourself in.
Oh, okay. Going fishing for rocks today, Rissa.
I learned how to fish from my sister.
That is adorable.
I have rolled an almighty kraken.
Did you really?
I sure.
Oh, nice. This is
That's a
child's play.
that's a 20
Hell yeah.
on the dice from the brand Kraken. So
Water may be the immovable force, but water's never met Cassidy. As she grasps this rope and pulls herself over to the boulder that Urus is on top of seamlessly. No issue.
Get up here and hold me, mommy.
Whoa.
I'm just
Fucking
gonna
toss her back.
Jesus.
I'm gonna climb up and just be like, How did you do that? That was amazing. Oh, I think I
don't
got
know,
a
but I'm
couple
glad
chips.
You're here. Well, chips are not the worst thing that could have happened in that scenario.
I thought Katie was gonna bite it and that tree was gonna get washed away, but I almost bit it.
Marissa, what are you doing? Or I'm sorry, I know what Marissa's doing. Rena, what are you doing?
Pulling up a rock.
Sorry, banning somebody. Okay.
Go ahead. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah. I am looking to see everybody. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's alive, I guess.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
It's a 7 total.
Oh.
I see Ulrich
Okay.
in the tree next to me. Maybe.
Okay.
Pretty much. So with that low of a roll, I'm going to say you saw Tim go under for a minute. You don't know where he is, and you saw Cassidy go
Oh my
under
God.
too. At this point, you probably do see Cassidy. Well,
Cassidy and Riri were kind of far-ish.
yeah,
they were
kind
far
of
out.
Yeah, you're right. So I'll say that you saw Tim go under, and you saw Cassidy go under. You don't know where your sister is. You don't know where Katie is, but you know where Ulrich is.
Screaming for her sister.
Okay.
Yelling. I'm not gonna yell because sleep, but you know.
Yeah. People are sleeping.
Yes.
Ulrich, if you want to give me another perception roll, we'll see what you know. As Rena is panicking next to you.
17.
Yeah, I'll say that you have eyes on everyone.
Okay. And everyone's in a good spot, right?
As good of
Katie's
a spot
up
as
a
they're
tree.
going to be in this situation, but yes.
Okay. gaze up a tree, and the other three, Marissa and Cassidy, are sharing like a boulder, right? And Tim has his own.
Tim, what are you on? You could tell me. I'm not going to tell you.
On my old shit, man. I probably grabbed hold to a trunk, just try and get a little bit out of the water, and I'm grasping for life.
Okay, understood.
Okay. I'm gonna. Rena's panicking. I'm gonna put my hand on her arm, and just intently point out Marissa and Cassidy.
Are we in the same tree or are we in separate trees?
I thought you were on separate.
I can
trees.
jump
I thought
to
so
your
too.
tree.
Okay, I mean, you
easy,
can, yeah.
so it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I will jump over to your tree.
Now.
Point out Marissa and Cassidy.
Let me roll for tree strength. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god.
Where's the Tarzan?
Pointing out Marissa and Cassidy.
Okay.
And then once I know you see them, too fast for like words, but I point them out to you, and then I'm going for Tim.
You're
Okay.
gonna go for Tim?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull him up. He's in a precarious position.
Okay.
Rena's like, holding
I'll
on
be
for dear
fine.
life. She's like, okay.
Like a wet cat.
Hey, Rena,
Huh?
we're rangers. This is what we do. All right, get to it.
I'm not a ranger yet! She's literally got her arms and her legs like firmly wrapped around the trunk of the tree if possible.
SpongeBob is entering my head right now, guys.
All right, I'll say that you're able to jump over to his tree, but we're gonna go to him real quick. Next go around, we'll say you can start to help him if still necessary. Is Tim doing anything as he's grasping hold of this large trunk and trying not to be taken away?
Yeah, well, I kind of thought from the warning that this would be a lot more water. How high up does it seem? And does it seem like it's going to abate?
So as of right now, it does not seem to be letting up. It's pulling pretty heavily. The water, I mean, you're not touching the ground. Like, your feet are not reaching the ground. It's hard to tell how deep it is between the rain and the rushing water and just constantly getting splashed. You've definitely been lifted off the ground, though. Like, your feet aren't treading on the ground. So it could be pretty deep.
Okay. I guess I'll try and climb the tree.
Athletics or acrobatics? I will say, since Ulrich's already over there, if he wants to help you, you can roll with advantage.
Yes, please. Could I?
Help.
Did he already roll?
Yep.
Well, he could still roll with advantage if he wants.
Yeah.
Fine.
It is up to him.
That's worse.
Tim,
Alright.
don't be stubborn.
I let go of the tree and float away. I rolled an 18.
Okay, yeah. You are able to, with Ulrich's help, because I'm assuming you did roll with advantage, get you further up the tree.
Sure.
Jeez.
I will let go. I will drop you if you don't change the attitude, young man.
Pretty sure my character and I are both older than you and your character. If not, we're the same age in character.
Just think, Tim, your books aren't getting wet anymore.
Yeah, that beeswax only does so much.
That's right. Well, while this is a precarious situation, you are all free of the torrents of the water. Anything in particular that you all are going to do while you are safely away from the... Yes.
Immediately, I start casting shape water to get it off my clothes and books.
Understood.
And
It
every
is still
other
raining,
piece
but-
of paper.
Okay. All right, got it.
I'm just gonna try to dig in and brace as well as I can on this rock. Might be a little slippery. Might be a little sharp, so I don't want to myself or Rissa to get pushed down by like a wave or anything. Just trying to brace as well as I can.
This is a weird one to ask of you. Give me an investigations roll, Cassidy, as you're attempting to find good footing on this rock. This isn't going to determine how well that you do it. I just want to see if you notice something.
Oh, good. 12.
You get the not too high of a DC for this, but you notice that this rock, while you are able to hold on, I'm not saying you can't, it's pretty smooth. It's big enough of a surface that you're able to brace yourselves on it, but kind of seems like this sort of thing happens often, like a river stone.
Okay, so there's not like a nice corner or flat part that I could put my foot into. That
no, not exactly. But like I
do what I can.
The point, what I'm just saying is these flash floods in this particular area are probably common.
Like a corridor.
In this particular area, yeah.
Well, that is lovely to know. Cassidy is not concerned with that at the moment. She's concerned with staying alive.
And that's fine. You can achieve staying
I'll just call
alive.
out, Rarissa, hold on.
All right, well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I just imagine her like gremlin perching on the rock, like
And
Rarissa gargoyle.
you hear Jules. Well, it certainly is coming down, isn't it?
just a reminder for you too.
Dangle him over the water.
What was that, Tim?
Just a reminder for Rarissa and Cassidy. Hold on to the rock. Rarissa does have an air bubble, so if you need to, Cassidy can get right up in her face space, and y'all can survive as long as you hold on to the rock.
There you go.
There's no way Tim could have given them both an air bubble. It just wasn't possible. You have to share.
Not at the time.
It's unfortunate.
I've got to save my last one for me and Ulrich.
I'll just, I'll have to grab life by the horns if
Fuck
it
me,
does
right?
come to that.
You're too far away.
I'm literally like cat stuck in a tree right now.
Yeah. Go find Katie.
Yeah. Go leap over to Katie's tree.
Oh, where's
that one?
Is
I pointed out.
okay?
Oh, fucking Anthea's here.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, Anthea.
No, she's
I
washed
totally
away long
forgot
ago.
about Anthea.
She's been gone.
Dude,
Oh no!
I said she shouldn't come.
She's okay. She's alright.
She made it up a tree.
Yeah. Yeah, she's on the same tree as Katie, but she's like maybe like 6 feet below her, just like gripping for dear life. Like she looks terrified right now.
Dear life, because she's a fawn.
She's not a fawn.
Fawn horns.
He does.
Fine.
Yes.
He's fawn horns.
So you all.
I just imagine her screeching like.
So you all are going to stay in position until this lets up. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to probably run out of the tree. Get the ladder. Call the fire department. Like.
Ulrich, when he gets Tim, when Tim's up safe, he's gonna look back at Rena and see that she's still where he left her. And he said, I meant for you to help them. Are Rarissa and Cassidy okay?
Yup.
And
They look okay from here.
Rena, it's fine. You can do this. It's just
No.
jumping.
Nope.
Tim, how are you doing?
I won't know until I get a good look at it.
Okay.
And the maps.
Well,
and the notes.
can you hold
Is
on
everyone
tight
else
to the
okay?
tree? I'm gonna go check. Can you hold on tight to the tree without me?
Yeah. I was
All
doing
right.
okay without you, you know. I appreciate the help all the same.
Wow.
All right,
Shattered
I'll go
fighting.
help the others first next time. See you later, Tim.
You should definitely prioritize everyone else.
And
There's plenty of
God.
Thomases around.
Oh,
We've still got 5 others.
damn.
Oh my God.
Oh, come on.
It's too soon,
Oh.
man.
hop, 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 tree to tree, full Naruto style, and gonna go check on Cassidy and Arissa. Are you two okay?
Yeah, you can for the most part. I mean, you might have to hold on to a nearby tree, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still here. There's nothing to grab onto, but we're holding on as well as we can. How's Katie?
I'm gonna go check on her now. Up, up, up.
You just going over to her tree or nearby?
Mhm. Yeah, Katie and
Boing,
they are
boing.
both there, right?
And Thea's kind of scooted up the tree a bit more just so she's closer to Katie, and Katie's just kind of like this, holding on. The rain's just
Mhm.
like hitting her in the face. But
That's
she,
nice.
I'll
got an air
hop. Oh yeah,
Hmm?
she has an air bubble.
oh yeah, sorry, my bad. And Thea's doing it.
Ulrich he'll jump onto their tree between the two of them, and he'll help pull Anthea up so that she's high enough that
Yeah,
there's no real risk anymore.
okay, understood. She's just, thank you!
Yeah, don't worry about it. And that he is now gonna hop to his own tree because jump only lasts a minute. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna find a sturdy place to hunker down until this is over.
Okay. You end up sitting here. I will say that you all have a comfortable or sustainable way to stay seated in your place. It lasts for a good 10 minutes. About 5 minutes through, the flow of water starts to slow down, and after about 10 minutes have passed, you've got maybe a foot of water left on the ground that you could walk through. It's no longer rushing, it's just a very slow flow.
All right. All right. I think it's safe to come down, everyone.
Oh
Oh,
man, I love water in my boots. I guess if that's the worst that happened to us today, we should.
yeah. Let's
thankful.
keep some perspective, Tim. And I'll head back down.
Why am I being singled out?
And Thea climbs down with Katie. And they walk over. Katie says, "Oh, thanks for the bubble scrape. I'm assuming that was you."
Yep. And you know what? You could just call me Tim.
Hey, Tim. Thank you. And
Pleasure
Anthea
to
looks
help.
like a wet rat.
I'm gonna start drying people off. Shake
Okay.
water.
Well, we're
Okay.
still feet in water, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
mean,
I can get some of you.
you're still in the tree.
I'm not coming down.
Rena,
I don't
No.
want to slip.
Rena.
No.
Yes, Rena. It's time to come down.
You can't make me, Dad.
Are you gonna make me come up there?
We will turn this tree around.
You wouldn't.
I start climbing the tree.
No.
I could probably still manage to.
Do I have to roll for this?
No. I'm having fun.
Okay.
This is fun.
I'm scooting
Climb up to the tree.
I'm scooting up as
Yep.
he's chasing.
That you're being ridiculous. Come on, Rena.
Rena, as you're climbing higher, this tree is starting to bend a little
Oh
bit.
God.
Okay, you very seriously have to come down now.
You're noticing that this tree is getting thinner the higher you go.
Well,
Rena.
if I'm bending, I'm gonna stop. I'm not that stupid.
I'm
Rena.
saying you can look up and see.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Listen, I climb trees almost every day. You just look down, you find a strong branch to put your feet, and you put your feet there, and you just keep doing that. It's fine.
Oh no, I know
All
how to
right?
get down from trees. I just don't want to.
Well, then get down from the tree!
I just don't want to deal with another flood.
You can't stay
That
up
was
here
so much
forever,
fun.
Renna.
Both of you to assume.
There's no
If
fish
there's
in
another
the tree.
flood, we'll deal with it. All right? We got through this one. We have each other's backs, right?
She looks down at you and is just visibly distraught. Like, just
Sister,
This is what we do, and we're good at it.
you cannot fish from that tree while hugging the tree.
my rope is 50 feet long. I measured it.
Yeah, but your rod's not. Let's go.
I hope not. That would be uncomfortable. What would you do? Like bend it back and forth?
Oh,
It's
Hey.
a little crooked.
oh.
Okay.
She's angry, but she starts scooting down from the tree.
The
I just picture these coniferous trees as being those ones with like the really sharp bark and pointy spines and just really uncomfortable to be in. Always just getting sap all over your hands. Like I would get out of the tree like, ugh.
Sticky.
Jeez.
Renna, as you're coming down, Ulrich stays where he is, so at some point you're gonna like reach his level. And when you
Good on
do, he looks at you and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, I'm serious. We've got this. Alright?
Okay. She still looks
Alright,
stressed.
good start. And he'll start heading down.
Okay. Well, you are standing in water that's about, what I say, a foot deep.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you are able to continue on your way. The rain slowing down a little bit.
Hey, at least we're going with the current and not having it push into us.
That's true. It is flowing in the direction that you have been walking. But yeah, so your walk continues.
Ugh. I'm gonna complain about being wet the entire time.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Well, then
Like
I'll
my
just
feet,
let you stay
my-
wet.
My boots, all of that. Be like, it's just so uncomfortable walking in wet boots. This is the worst. How do you do this, Ulrich?
I experience much worse things and I develop perspective.
Before I come down from the tree, I know we said that we're like already walking, but like, can I put my fishing boots on? They're wading boots, so they
Sure.
should go up to like even my knee.
Halfway up your shin, to your,
Nice.
Somewhere
maybe
there?
to your knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
I'm fine with that.
Just preserve my
Um,
boots for a bit.
Keep the bottoms of your pants from being completely soaked,
Mhm.
because that's always the worst.
So glad I have these with me.
So, somebody give me a survival roll. Someone that hasn't done it
Me.
already. Okay.
Gibbs.
Meep.
I mean, I never said that.
Who else did them? I know Ulrich did. Was Renna the other one? Okay, so when we do further survival rolls, I'm gonna ask for Rarissa and Tim to do them also. So this way nobody gets skipped, and you can all be blamed for the horrible things that happen.
Oh,
Sorry,
equally.
go ahead, Cassidy. I'm sorry.
That would be a 9.
Oh, okay.
My element is inside. I'm an indoors person. You know, I'm a smith. I'm under a roof and I'm beside the heat all the time. So I'm used to being indoors and dry and warm. This is not my element.
You,
Sorry, guys.
your
Yeah.
travel is hindered a bit. You're walking in foot deep water. Cassidy's shoes keep getting stuck because, being the rocky individual she is, maybe she steps a little deeper in what's turning into muck beneath your feet.
Ugh.
Slows things down a little bit. But
My
not so much that you're losing hours. You're just not going as fast as you could. As you're walking through, Katie, I hate doing this because it's just me talking to myself. Katie turns to Anthea.
Oh.
It's loud enough for you all to hear, of course. Yeah, yes. Yeah. I just need action figures, no kiss.
Hey, I
Okay.
can probably have some miniatures in your hand in like 5 seconds if you
That's
want.
true. No, it's okay. Katie says to Anthea, have you ever been to Arcadia? Not to assume, based off of your looks. I mean, you're not like the girls here. And she points at Rennet and Marissa. And she says, no, I've never been, but my parents were familiar. They used to talk about it. I'm pretty sure they're from there. They always talked about the spring court. So, and but that was a really long time ago. I don't really remember everything now. And Katie just kind of nods and listens. So, perhaps I could show you. I mean, how I find these little entryways, and you could go back sometime. It's not so hard. Kind of like I said the other day, I don't look for them. I know it doesn't make too much sense to, find something you're not looking for when, etc. As Sir Ranger pointed out the other day. But I think you understand a bit more than most what I mean by that, and she nods. Yeah, I am Faye touched. I guess that's what Mom said. She was always more familiar with that. Tim's looking for a dry page. I think I would like to visit, though, at some point. And
Take me with you.
Katie looks at you when you say that, Tim, and she goes, "Well, I've already offered that you all can come with me if you think that it would be to your advantage. And as I said, I could show you to some people. Well, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. I can introduce you to some people. Oh, dear heavens, I'm so sorry. That was completely unintentional. Can you tell me? It's a little hard to tell. I feel like it's spring now, but when I first popped through, it did seem a bit hot. Is it spring or is it summer currently?
We're in the mid to late spring, I think.
All right. Well, that's good. It's about where I was. So, well, no, I think we're already in. I don't know. I can't remember. But that means if you all pass through with me, the spring cart should be in power. So, I mean, she did introduce herself. Sorry, with Anthea, I know she's not pure blood necessarily, but being a Fey lineage, it might give you an upper hand if you go to people for favor. It's worth a shot if you were to go that route, to use what means are at your disposal. And Anthea just she doesn't look uncomfortable, but it's clear that she never thought about this sort of thing, and it's almost confusing. Uh, but she says, if that's what we do, I'll help. At least one of my parents was an actual fae, if not both of them. So, I mean, they've been gone for a really long time, but maybe their names are still out there. I don't know. And we'll take a break right there.
Hell yeah.
All right. After these messages.
Break time.
See y'all back at 9:35.
Hey, we're back. Thank you all for your patience. And yeah, I like watching the screen pop back into place. I don't know, it's very entertaining.
We return.
Yes. Um, the rain continues as you travel them. The end of the day is growing near. Eventually, you get to a point where the water's not deep. The water's gone at this point, towards the end of the day. And now would be the best time to camp, I think,
All right.
if you all choose to camp.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of a patch of ground can we scare up? Anything relatively smooth without rocks and debris and tree branches and roots and everything everywhere? We
I'm
in
more
like
concerned
dense
about
forest?
More specifically,
yeah.
I think it's really important that we find something with some decently high elevation.
Yes.
Survival roll.
The farther
I
west,
would
the
very much
west?
like to roll survival if I may.
Can I help?
Can
I don't.
Ren-
Can I get help?
Yeah.
Like, you want to roll 2, or you want to roll with advantage?
No, he can roll with advantage. His
Oh,
survival's
okay.
higher. I trust him.
May I, sir? May I, please? All
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
Thank you for the advantage. It's a dirty 20.
There you go. Yeah, you actually, as you're doing this, you discover that it's not something you would know if you were standing in the middle of it. But the path, the route you've been taking has a bit of a recess to it. As I had stated earlier, with the stone, it seems like it's happened before, enough times to at least have left a mark on the topography. But you
We should
are
make a
able to...
detour then.
But you are able to find higher elevated ground, and you're able to make a camp. There's enough space to make a camp. So, as night is falling, or as you're setting up camp, even, does anybody have any interactions they wanna have? Katie and Anthea have they chit-chatted a little bit, but nothing really significant. But yeah, anything you want to discuss as you're making camp?
I'm just gonna putter and lay my boots and any other necessities out to dry.
Okay.
Hey, Rena,
Hmm?
you want to take first watch with me?
Sure. Yeah.
Noted.
Anybody else
And,
doing anything? Okay, what were you gonna say, Ulrich?
I was just gonna say, setting up camp, starting a fire. I'm gonna start a fire with flint and tinder. Considering Katie, I don't want her to see me use great bonfire.
Oh, understood. Apologies. Okay.
The rain is letting up, you said? Or.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I
by
heard the
the
music
time-
track stop, so I was just.
Yeah. By the time night falls, the rain stops. You don't really have much of a clear view of the sky above because the clouds are still there, but the rain has stopped. And Katie does say, do you mind if I sit up with you for a bit? While you two are doing your watch. I just don't quite feel like getting to bed.
I suppose, but you should get your rest.
Oh, I will. Not, nothing reckless. I just, I like the night sounds and a good warm fire after today.
That's
It's
fair.
welcome. You don't have to pay me no mind though if you don't want. Just going to enjoy the fire. but you all can speak amongst yourselves as you're having your watch. And of course, don't forget your whatever order you want.
I'll go ahead and get that perception roll.
Okay.
That would be an 11.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's
All-
why
Everything.
that's why we watch in pairs.
Yes.
Oh, Ulrich, with the clouds obscuring the night sky, it's pretty fucking dark.
Yeah.
You're a human. It's hard to see much outside of the bright light of your campfire. Sounds aren't particularly stand out to you at the moment. Everything seems fine. Hard to see though. Rena, with your night, same thing for you though. You don't see anything bad. It's clearer to you though. You're certain you're not seeing anything patrolling the animals patrolling the campsite or anything like that. You do after a while you both do hear this noise far off in the distance, and it varies in a lot of different pitches. It's like a kind of noise. Sometimes it's more of a whistle. Sometimes it's a little deeper to where it sounds kind of odd. It's not getting closer, and it seems to be coming from lots of different places. And it almost sounds like a song, the way that sometimes it seems to crescendo and then come back down. It's almost pleasant.
I don't like it.
Do you recognize that sound, Katie? Or I should ask, do I recognize that sound?
You can give
It's
me a
Pleasant.
nature-
Fuck that.
Nature?
Yeah, nature roll.
Fuck yeah. Nature in the woods. That's where I know my nature best. That'll be a 14.
So I will say, and this goes for Katie too, never seen one, only heard them before, and information is secondhand as to what they look like. But these creatures are affectionately known as weebops because of the noise they make. They are birds, nocturnal birds. Their body is shaped like that of a vulture, but their plumage is blue, and they have like a white crest and small bull-like horns that protrude from their temples. Little one.
But that's just, I've never seen one. That's just what people
No.
say they look like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I imitate the sound?
Give me a performance roll.
Ooh, all right.
I haven't asked you to do one of those before.
You've not.
I didn't step into this.
That'll be a 10.
You don't sound like the bird, but you get the general pitch.
All we heard was a little meep.
Maybe I can, hold on. Let me try this.
Nope.
Oh, that just did nothing at all. Yeah. It's probably Discord.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Yeah.
Discord's like, nah.
Oh,
Nah, it's too much. Too much.
oh,
bro.
you know why? It's because I fucking muted it instead of turning off the. Should I give it a third try?
Sure, why not?
Third time's a charm. I hope.
You can do it. Faith in you.
Nope.
Nope.
We literally heard a blow. Like, I heard a.
Blowing on
Like-
all of us.
It's okay, bud.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even have to pay this stuff.
it's kind
Oh.
of appropriate to the role to an extent.
Yeah, Ulrich, he's he's done his look around. Everything seems alright. He's hearing these sounds, and he's leaning back, and he's trying to imitate it. And it's I'm gonna put it out for the record. I'm a good fucking whistler. All right, y'all missed out. But alas, he is a human, and he cannot imitate these birds.
It's okay, Ulrich. You're trying.
That's. How about you give it a go, huh?
Performance.
I'll have you
Human.
know that I have great experience with performance roles. Just not with
Do ya?
singing.
No one
Oh
said the experience was
my.
positive though.
How about a 17?
Yeah, that's
Oh wait, no,
pretty
hold on.
good.
I'm sorry. 15, excuse me.
Still good. Still good. Yeah. It's a little more passable. And when you
Fucked
do
up.
it slows down for a minute after you make this noise, and then you hear like 3 of them go off at the same time, kind of like in a response. Each one a different octave, just one after the other, like crescendoing.
Hmm.
And Katie's just sitting there watching both of you, giggling a little bit, just generally, enjoying watching you two imitate these birds. It is in Greystand, you don't really hear these things. Like, you have to be out in the woods to hear them.
Right.
Ulrich, you might, as your time as a ranger, discern that they stay away from the village. So being out here, this is rare for anybody from Greystand to hear these creatures. And as I said, it's the music of the forest at night. But yeah, nothing more than that. Just some nice nighttime music.
This is why I like being out here more than being in the village a lot of the time.
Yeah, this is really nice. I do want to go back though. Soon, hopefully. But,
We'll get back. And we'll get back with something to show for it. It's just a matter of time.
I hope so. I hope we're not chasing a city that doesn't exist.
Yeah, we might be actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But it's the best we have, so.
Every time we leave the village, something bad happens, so I'm really dreading going back. Almost. I know we can't stay stuck there forever, and we, obviously have to deal with the tree, but, it's still a concern.
Is Katie gonna be up for, with us for our entire watch?
Probably like the majority of it, but not the entire thing. Probably, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes or more, maybe a little more than that, before you would go wake up other people. She goes to bed,
Okay.
crawls into her tent.
So, unless Brenna has anything that she'd like to say to Katie before she goes to bed, I'd like to wait until it's just Ulrich and Renna. And, say, alright, Ranger lesson time. You ready?
Right now?
Yeah. We have to talk about your confidence.
I don't want a self-confidence lesson right now.
hate
It's
those
too late for
talks.
this, yeah.
Too bad.
It's important because we're out here, and I'm the only experienced ranger out here, and you're talented. I could use your help. I just need you to be ready to come down from the tree when you need to.
Alright, listen. Water is scary.
There's a lot of scary stuff out here.
Yep. I know.
Before this gets bogged down, here's the really important takeaway, Rena.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you work. You're strong and skilled and talented, like I said. You have a lot of potential. And I've noticed that the only time I see that you can't do something is when you doubt yourself.
Sorry, I'm also like, Jesus Christ, you're right. um, I mean, yeah, you're you're kind of right. No, you're right. You're not kind of right.
It's I have to be blunt about it, because if you want to be a ranger, and you've already told me that you're not joking about that, there's work that only we can do, and we have to be ready to do it.
I know. Just don't like flash floods.
We deal with that kind of thing.
I just need to get better at that. It's not something I'm experienced with. That was a lot worse than the river back at home. So
The next time that you're scared, or the next time that you're unsure, that's your opportunity to do better. Don't beat yourself up about this. I'm not chastising you. Just be on the lookout for the next opportunity. And I was terrified of deer for like the first year that I was a ranger. I don't know what it is. They're like too sleek, you know? It's weird. They're like
The horn.
And those antlers, they freaked me out. And ooh, Fearon had to talk me out of that, and it was hard. So they're not like yours. Antlers are not horns, Rena. It's
no, I know I'm scary. It's okay.
You're not. I'm trying to be relatable, all right? I'm not good at interpersonal stuff, Rena.
And I'm not good at accepting compliments, but here we are.
Well, then let's both.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Ulrich. I'm sorry. I mean, Ranger.
I heard that. No, I'm just kidding.
It's alright, I already said it when she was awake, so.
Alright. This is...
Yep.
You did.
Whatever. Alright, I tried. Hopefully it gets through.
No, I know you're trying to be relatable. I'm sorry. I just can't. Serious conversations scare me sometimes, and I suppose that needs to be where I need to have confidence and not try to make light of every situation.
So, it sounds like this is your next opportunity, Rena.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's pick some people to wake up. It's time for us to sleep.
Okay.
I dare you to wake up, Cassidy. I've already rolled my con save. Out like a rock.
I'm gonna go to Cassidy and just... Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to wake her up. I'm gonna try, just for fairness sake. I'm gonna try to, like, shake her awake.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like, she's in her bedroll in, like, some type of contorted position, and you can shake her and just, like...
Give me a strength roll, because you're trying to physically, like, move her to wake her. What was your
Okay.
your con save?
19.
You have to roll higher than a 19.
I rolled
19
a
or
7.
higher. Nope. Damn, is she an actual rock? Fuck, she's barely moving.
Ulrich, before you try to wake somebody else up, thank you. I just want to say thank you. Sorry.
Oh, she listened to Mom.
You're welcome. We're not gonna get Cassidy up. How about you get Rarissa and I'll get Tim?
That's fine. Yeah, okay, alright. She's just gonna go nudge her sister.
And Ulrich will get Tim.
All right.
How do you wake Tim?
Ulrich's been waiting to do this for like a week.
Oh, it was a mosquito. Are you okay?
Better than a swift kick in the nuts. I'll take it.
Ooh.
Hi.
Good morning.
All right. Jokes is Good morning. It's time for school.
That's so pleasant.
I didn't prepare the curriculum.
Tim, you're on watch.
Don't scare me like that, always. Sorry.
That's
Oh
some
my God.
Ranger.
psychological warfare right there.
It's nice to
Prepare
know
for
school
school.
has damaged people even in this era, in different planes of existence.
I do still sometimes wake up in a panic thinking that I'm late for school. Yeah, it's really distressing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really stop, it just gets less frequent.
Yeah.
Because it happens to me periodically.
I freak out, realize I'm not in school anymore, and then realize I'm actually late for work.
Ah,
Yeah.
So-
forget your
Yeah.
homework.
Mhm.
All right, but yeah,
I wake up on the weekends like, wait, was I on call?
Ooh.
Ah,
So, Tim,
So okay, back to the
Alright,
game.
Have a good rest.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Marissa's up as well, no issues.
well, she probably. How did Renna wake her up? No, she's probably just gonna be like, ugh.
She'll pinch her cheek.
How did you guys sleep? Because I slept right through those birds. No problem.
If Rarissa and Tim would like to do some perception rolls, see what happens.
School.
I watch Luna every time and it just cracks me up every time.
It's been nice to me so far. I had to give it something good.
Oh my god.
19.
My mommy sense is tingling. Don't put that in your mouth.
Alright, what about you?
It's been
Tim?
there several times. It's been. I know where it's been.
What do you got, Tim? Tim?
He said he's lagging.
Oh,
Sorry,
oh,
say
oh.
again.
Oh, I was asking for your perception
What
roll.
about
but if
Tim?
you- I was
I'm-
asking for
I'm
your
lagging
perception
right
roll,
now.
but if you pardon us while we have slight technical difficulties. Well, Rarissa, with a 19, you also are treated to the sound of the Weebop. As they, well, it's a little fainter now. You do still hear them in the distance singing their song.
I think I'm good.
Yeah? Okay. Perception roll?
As you were.
Yeah.
Okay. I cast dark. on
Cast
myself.
what?
Dark vision.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I had that spell. By the time I use it. Oh, what luck! That's a 21.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You, along with Rarissa, you're still able to hear the song of those freakish birds I described earlier.
Rude.
Bop.
The vulture bulls. and it's a pretty uneventful second watch. Did you have something you were going to do in character, Tim?
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
by all means.
I really said I forgot my.
Oh.
I'll just have to go back and listen through all this and notes then. Excuse me, Rarissa.
Yeah? What's up, Tim?
Can I ask you some questions about?
Sure, you can
Oh,
also
I'm
ask
cutting
him
out
if
again.
they're like.
You know what?
Good.
We'll save this for another night.
Okay.
You having bad lag?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah.
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 Everyone's a robot right now. And I imagine I am too.
Oh.
You're actually clear.
You
as a
sound
bell.
fine.
Yeah, you're actually clear.
5 seconds, he'll get it. Okay, well. Anyway. All right. Well.
Tim's just, he's stuck in his books.
Mhm.
Can hardly hear us.
Quite.
Eventually, your watch comes to an end as the sun begins to come above the horizon. New day. But as the sun rises, you do notice a heavy fog has rolled through the forest, and you hear the faint, not so faint, you hear the sound of running water. And the path that you were once walking on at that lower elevation is now a river currently. Having at one point dried and now once again started to rush. It's not a flash flood as you experienced the previous day. It is just a full-on river that is going through the woods right now. Maybe about 8 feet deep. You might be able to measure based from your elevation and where the previous elevation was. As Marissa and Tim start to wake everyone, or people just wake up on their own. You would easily notice this despite the fog. The fog doesn't obscure you from seeing that, but much past that, there's definitely some heavy fog. But yeah. Katie wakes up, starts breaking down her camp and doing her usual thing. Anthea, at first does not wish to rise, but does. Rarissa, would you have woke up Anthea?
Yeah.
She kind of holds on to you before you go, and she says, "How are you doing? How are you holding up?"
I mean, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just Katie's really nice, and she's interesting, and I don't know. I've had issues recently with people. I mean, the whole Myrna thing, and now this is a new person, and I guess I'm just kind of on guard, and I mean, it's not impossible that she's really nice, you know? I mean, I found 5 really nice people, spend my time with, so I feel like I shouldn't be, I shouldn't put up too heavy of a guard. I don't know. It's just weird, and you and I haven't really been side by side this whole trip, so I haven't really had a chance to ask you how you're doing. And talking about my parents yesterday was also kind of weird. I haven't talked to them in
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
No, I understand. I mean, it could be that she's not as nice as she seems too, you know?
Yeah, I haven't gotten that impression yet. It's, and I've been watching. I mean, she talks about Arcadia. She doesn't look like she doesn't look like a bad person. I mean, the stories that my mom would tell me, you'd know if she was, for instance, if she was a fae, she was one of the bad ones. Kind of wouldn't be mistaking it.
That's good to know.
I mean, that's if she was a fae. I don't. She might
Well.
just be a human. I don't know.
True. All we can really do in times like this is hope that our instincts are correct and it'll lead to something good.
I hope so. I really meant what I said. I would be interested in going there one day. Whether that's now while we're out here or after, when things are okay at home. I don't know.
And Thea, if she offers and you feel like you want to go, don't hold back. You should go.
Yeah.
You should go where your heart takes you.
Well, that's not where it's me. I think I'd be running away from it, if anything. I just like to see where my parents are from. I think is.
I understand that. Sure, I know where Mom's from, but just learned a whole lot of new stuff about myself. So
Yeah,
I'm sure Arcadia could teach you about yourself.
Yeah. Well, maybe if everyone doesn't decide to take Katie up on her offer, maybe you could come with me when I go. If I mean, not to assume.
Yeah. It seems neat. I just, I wouldn't mind going with you if it's at a good time.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't go when things are bad. Especially not before Myrna's taken care of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel very good. I'd feel like I'm really running away then if I left before that was resolved.
Yeah. I do admit I don't exactly like being far out with her as close as she was and the way that we left her, but I don't know what else we were supposed to do.
I think we're just doing whatever we can do. Well, I don't know, that was it. I just wanted to check in on you.
Yeah. Thanks, Anthea.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanna, we could walk together for this next haul if you want. Fine. Okay. I'm not purposely trying to avoid you or anything.
I didn't think you were. I just, it's just been a little crazy.
Yeah. A lot has been happening for sure.
Okay, well, I'll walk with you. Is anybody else doing anything while camp is breaking you're gonna eat and stuff, of course, but...
Nom 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 nom.
Yummy, yummy rations.
Yes, Rena?
So, we're all kind of sitting and chilling right now?
Sure.
Rena's gonna scurry off a little bit. Sorry, the cat got in the way, and I started kind of going up. I'm not going up anywhere, I promise.
Not climbing any trees, are you sure?
I'm positive. Yeah, she's just gonna kind of go off somewhere by herself for a little bit. I want to summon my echo. Once I'm like kind of out of view, maybe just like right behind the trees.
Okay.
Summon Dad.
Poof, Dad.
Hello, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna kind of. That's okay. I'm trying to. She's gonna. I don't want to like roleplay really talking to myself, I guess, but.
Oh no, you don't like
Cough.
doing that?
I mean, I can't.
BT did it. Come on.
That's true. Okay.
Go out on the ledge for him. Solidarity. Stick
Alright,
together.
alright.
You can do it.
Talk to yourself. I do it all the time. It's easy.
She's just gonna kind of like. She's gonna stay standing and like look at him and just be like, I guess we're daemons. I didn't know what that was. It's pretty cool. She's like waving her hand in front of its face, like trying to get any kind of response. Sure, it'd be nice if you were around to tell us like any of this. She's like moving her hand, like trying to see if the eyes follow or anything like that. But she's probably
Pay
just
attention to me.
yeah, literally. She's probably just kind of rambling a little bit, like I don't know. Yeah, that's about it.
Roll me a D100.
D1. Hold on. I'm getting the big one. I'm getting
Big one.
I'm getting the ball. Hold on.
Ooh.
You got a golf ball?
I
That's
have a
sick.
golf ball, yes.
Oh.
I often wonder how accurate those things are.
They're not. 47.
Why not?
Okay.
It's so
Noted.
hard to tell what's actually like the top number. What do you mean noted? You're not gonna tell me?
You rolled. I heard the result. I'm gonna hold on to that.
Just like
Just DM things.
she's probably gonna sit there for a little bit until somebody tells her like, hey, it's time to go. And just keep talking to it to see if I don't know, to gain any kind of reaction. Like you know, hey, we've gotten pretty far out into the forest. I'm sure you've probably been out here before, but you know, here I am. You know, with some people that I really hardly know, and my sister and some random person from the future. It's pretty cool, you know. I wish you were here to tell you about it, Dad. So that's about it.
Okay.
No response or anything, I'm assuming. No movement.
No. Not
Okay.
today, or not this time at least.
She's gonna make him disappear and just kind of look sad. Walk back to camp.
All right.
Daddy didn't notice me this time.
Yeah, he's an ass.
Katie, during this time, those that would listen, probably chatting to Anthea a little bit again, and is telling those again that would listen that she's seen people like Anthea before, you know, just about how they're all different shapes and sizes. Some of them look like a shadow, or an embodied shadow, if you will, or they'll almost look bestial with some of their characteristics. Like they look human enough, but there's always some sort of something about them that makes them set apart from everybody else. Perhaps their fingers are a little long, stretched out like a shadow's, or perhaps they have broad shoulders, sort of like just a real brutish face, like a beast of burden or something like that. All different types. People touched by the Arcadia, Fae touched, like Anthea here said. They all look as pretty as you. And she just kind of laughed. Says,
Ulrich's looking back and forth between Anthea and Marissa at that comment. Oh. Ooh.
She says, Thea doesn't really respond to that compliment. Much like Rena, she's not good with compliments.
Like a deer in the headlight.
Oh, I appreciate that. So she says, they all have different names and things like that, but I'm not entirely familiar with what all the names are. You'd have to ask somebody who's familiar with more of their kind. I just merely seen them. Interesting folk. Always real colorful. Are we going?
Absolutely, we are. We all ready?
Yep.
We tick forward another day on the calendar.
Ooh, goody goody.
While they're walking, Brenna's gonna ask Katie, I know you said that Damon's us, were descendants from demonic looking individuals, right?
Aye.
Do you know what those individuals looked like?
Probably kind of like you and Piety.
Not
Callous.
Not truly. I was always of the impression that you look the same, but they were powerful, so I don't know. It's always in my head that they were just bigger, stronger, etc. Demonic devils, things like that. I never seen one before, specifically. Not exactly sure where they hail from, but I always imagine them to be something large and terrifying. Not that you're terrifying, dear. Your kind, the daemons, are definitely the nicer side of that coin.
Okay.
But similar, certainly. I mean, it only makes sense, right? Why would you look the way you do?
Right.
Again, that worked out in my head. I can't remember for the life of me how many there were, but it definitely has something. Your coloring definitely has to do with it, whatever your skin color is.
Brenna isn't responding intentionally. It's not me thinking. She's just kind of nodding.
I'm sorry, I don't know too much more about it. I wish I could tell you all you wish to know. I'm a farmer's wife who gets her nose into books and deals with the fae every now and then, so...
That's okay. I appreciate anything. We really know nothing about our heritage, I guess, or anything like that at all. So...
Right. Well, I mean, if we're far enough back, perhaps you're your own heritage.
Maybe. Huh.
It's only... I mean, there's only two of you? That's all you ever seen? Two?
Never seen anyone else other than, well, the envoys, but...
Oh, you keep mentioning them.
Rena's gonna, stop for a second and then just summon her echo again. And then just be like, this... It's not my dad, but it looks like my dad. So they kind of look like this.
Well, I mean, he looks like you, I'd say. Taller, though. Definitely taller.
How tall is he?
Hold on.
Rena's 5'9".
Hold on,
I think you said definitely over 6.
Where is it? Oh, here.
He missing. Oh no.
Oh no, he hasn't
how-
been missing for the last 20 years.
How
Like,
how how tall is Rena?
we're 5'9".
Oh, scratch her comment. Well, he is taller, but it's not by enough that she would truly notice. He's like an inch taller.
Really?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's 5'10", yeah.
Okay.
Wheel.
He's short.
Short boy.
I think
He's average, thank you.
I think Callus was the tall one.
Yeah, Callus was like
No,
6'2".
for humans that's average. Tieflings, there's got to be a different metric.
Callus was 6'1", yeah.
6'1", yeah.
Is 6'1".
Oh.
I don't. I mean, he just looks like a daemon to me.
Okay. I'll dismiss him.
That was an interesting trick, though.
That's about the only trick I really have up my sleeve, if I'm being honest.
Oh,
Unless you want to hear about old Snippy.
Yeah, don't let her lie to you. You should see your gut of fish.
oh, you fish, do you?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
it was actually a really nice, was it like it was a lake, right? A lake, you know, a while back, we saw, I really want to go fish, but want to find this city that we keep talking about.
I am assuming you're hoping there's people there to help you.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so.
Or at least answers somewhere.
Answers for your situation, for the individual.
That's right.
Well, I hope for your sakes and for Katya that you find what you're looking for there. I truly do. I don't want to go home to a wasteland. Well, you know what I mean. Because the forest is already kind of in a bit of a spat.
Who knows? Maybe whatever we accomplish could help avoid that. I know that we live here. It's going to be overrun with the undead. I hope it at least happens long after we're gone.
It happened long before I was born, but not so long ago that I haven't had family that experienced it. So my gran, I think either them or their parents, I can't remember which it was, were around during Rouse Rise. So, but I do hope maybe things will change and you'll have not ever existed. That'll be
Great.
survival roll somebody, unless you want to continue talking.
I actually wanted to do my little scouting ahead business.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, for sure. You can run on ahead.
I think Tim. Wait, no, Rarissa. Who's left?
Rarissa and Tim both have to do a survival roll still. Ulrich, you can do your run ahead though. And I'll get to you in a second. Rarissa, I need you to give me a perception roll at disadvantage because of the heavy fog.
Did you say percept? Did you mean survival for her?
Yes, I apologize. I did mean survival. Yeah. Her.
I didn't lick my dice.
What was it?
11.
Okay. It's a tricky road. The fog's heavy. You are not sure just how well you are guiding the group through this fog. It's hard to see. You go out about 20 feet, and it's like a wall of fog is around you. Can't really see through it. You hope you've gone in the right direction. You hope the mountains are still to your right. It's a little hard to tell. You haven't slowed in your pace, though, at the very least. Hopefully, you've maintained course. Ulrich, go ahead and do the same thing. Give me a survival roll with disadvantage because of the fog.
Ooh. I got pretty lucky despite my disadvantage. So that'll be basic math. That'll be 24.
Oh, wow. That's with disadvantage? Jesus
I rolled
Christ.
a 19 and a 17. And I got a plus 7.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. What are you doing when you scout ahead? Like, what are you doing to get your lay of the land, essentially?
It's mostly just like, are there any dangerous creatures up ahead that I'll notice? Any, like, geographic formations that I recognize that might suggest danger? I'll also mention that I like to be subtle when I scout ahead. So, should I make a stealth test?
If you're trying to do something without being detected, yeah, a stealth roll is necessary.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
22.
Very good. Very good. You make your way through silently, for the most part. As silent as you could be in this environment. I'm thinking. You notice ahead of you a few very large, larger than normal trees. Coniferous, pine, but very broad at the base. Bigger than most. I mean, as you've moved further in this direction, the trees are becoming more hardy. But you notice that they kind of stand out. They're a little bigger than the rest.
Okay. Should I be concerned about these large trees?
You don't feel that you should be concerned.
Okay. I'm gonna try to climb one and get my bearings again.
Climb one of these large trees?
Yeah.
Okay. So they were ahead of you.
Yeah.
As you approach and get close to these trees, you notice that there are a series of, it's like ribbons on string that have been kind of attached from tree to tree. Some places kind of like wrapped around, almost like a decoration. Give me, because of your proximity, it won't be with disadvantage, but give me a roll.
Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
21.
You can see that on two of the trees, there is an outline. A door on each one. When you see it, it's like, how could I have missed that? There's no doorknob. It's just like a upside down U, like a line, the outline of a door. No sign of hinges, but it's what it looks like on both of them.
All right, I will. I'm changing my plan. No longer gonna climb these trees.
Okay. That's why I told you, like, you're approaching these and you see this first. Do you?
Yeah.
That might be rude. You don't know.
I'm gonna. All right, I'll head back to the group then.
Okay.
And when I get there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of put my hands up, like, hold on, everyone, stop for a second. Katie.
Hi.
Do you know anything about doors carved into trees?
Doors carved into trees? Well, I mean, like a literal door, like when you open and close, like or like a magical doorway sort of thing? What exactly? Lots of things can constitute a door.
I'm gonna guess probably the second, but I think you don't know what I'm talking about based off this. I checked ahead, and I found these very large trees, and there was the outline of a door that was carved, imprinted, I'm not sure. There's also these ribbons decorating it.
How large were the doors? I mean, like, it's important.
How large were the doors, JT? How large were the doors?
Average size. Like you'd see on a cabin.
Medium.
Yeah. Yeah, medium.
Yeah, about the right size for any of us.
And they're on trees.
Correct.
It might have just been somebody's home. I've seen plenty of forest folk in Arcadia.
There wasn't a doorknob, there weren't any hinges.
Maybe not on the outside?
No.
Speculating?
I presented as much as I know. We gonna continue through this way, or do we want to avoid whatever this is?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking everyone.
Oh. I mean, I might not be the right person to ask because curiosity gets to me.
Alright, I'm now asking everyone but Katie.
I mean, it sounds like cute decorations to me.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, sorry, you're good. You haven't said anything in a while. You're good.
It's a shot. I mean, if it is someone's home, probably not expecting visitors. Might not be particularly friendly. They live alone out here, but
Maybe they
need
know
to find
threats.
something.
Good point.
It might at least give us a direction to go in. Prevent us from having to do something so rash as going to Arcadia quite yet. And risk losing ourselves. But as per usual, everything we do, I think it involves some amount of risk.
That's right. We can only do what we think is right at the time. So, I'd say that I more or less agree with Cassidy. Normally, I'd like to try to avoid any distractions, but this might be useful.
Oh, tentative. Yes, I suppose. Rena?
Nervous. Need to put that aside and just, I guess we just knock and do it. I don't know.
Well, I think the same precaution is necessary that you took with me in case they are fey folk. Maybe don't give them your real names. Give them a nickname. Perhaps if you have like an abbreviated version, they'd need your full name in order to really do anything if they were going to.
Good to know.
Ranger,
Aye.
Scribe, Smith, Fisher, Beekeeper?
B.
Bee lady.
Beyonce.
Ooh. Ooh. B1
No.
and B2? Anthea?
Apiary is fine.
Bit of a mouthful.
I don't talk a lot anyway.
Marissa, how about you?
How about...
Okay.
I mean, We've been... Why not?
All right. Do you want a title for yourself? I like the motif.
How about something that has to do with pointy, sharp object?
Like knife or dagger?
Knives.
Ooh. Knives.
Knives.
Points at
Knives.
random. She has a lot of knives,
Stiletto.
Ulrich. Have you seen her collection?
I've seen her knives. So let's just get this settled. How about this? Ranger, scribe, smith, fisher, knives, apiarist, and stranger. How's that?
I mean, KT's fine. It's not my, it's like a nickname. So,
Fine.
is this way it doesn't confuse anything?
Okay.
You don't have to start calling me something else.
I'll knock on the door.
You gotta
Everyone
lead
else
them
should-
back in the door. I'll give you a choice: the one on the left or the one on the right.
So, just to be clear, Ulrich will lead everyone ahead. He'll point out the doors. He'll say that he'll knock on the door, just so that that's settled. And everyone should probably stand back, more or less. I don't really know what's going to happen.
We'll
You said one on
find
the
out.
left, one on the right?
Cassidy assumes meat shield position.
So as you knock
Um,
on the door, you like push in front of him.
No, I'm just, making myself available to the front.
Okay. Sorry.
Any discernible difference between the left and the right?
The one on the left has a few more ribbons than the other. Maybe it does a couple more passes around it.
I don't like this music change.
I'm
Why
sorry.
did
No,
the
I
music
didn't
change to this right now?
promise I didn't change anything. It's just at the apex of the song. Here you go.
Mhm.
I changed it. Yeah.
Made me second guess myself.
I think I have to move that song out of this playlist.
I'll knock on the one with more decorations. The left, I think you said.
Okay. Yes, I did. The one on the left. So you knock, and
Yeah.
it just makes the oddest, like hollow knocking noise as you do. The sound does not equal the density of a tree or a door, for that matter, made of
Right.
solid wood. It's
Okay.
very odd. And it takes a moment, and then it starts to push open. Like it kind of moves forward and then turns. And you're looking at your normal height and realize you have to look down as this woman is standing there. She looks like she's a halfling, except there's a little bit of an odd feature about her, as her ears are a little longer than they should be and actually seem to sag a little bit. Her hair is long and messy, of like a light brown coloration, tan skin, and her clothes are just a mess, wrinkled, like probably been wearing them for a few days. Despite all this, she definitely has like this sweet look on her face. Before she addresses you, though, like she's pushing the door open, and before it reveals her, you just hear, "Well, what, are you not in a bad mood? Hello." She just kind of looks up at the seven of you. It's like, "I wasn't expecting guests."
We're just passing through.
You
We were-
didn't No, continue.
We are looking for some place. place called Thrix, and we were hoping you could maybe give us directions.
Thrick. Um, I don't think I've ever heard of Thrix before. Ellie. Ellie. And the other tree, the door swings open, and this individual kind of ducks as they get out from the tree. It's a very tall, in contrast, especially to this other person. Let me. A very tall, pale elf with white hair and pointed and exaggerated features. His eyes, the sclera of his eyes are black, while his irises are a gold color. And he has these robes on that are not as disheveled and dirty as the little woman before you, but they're robes of green and white, as well as like white pants under that. And he says, "What are you yelling about? Can you ever just leave me alone?" Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
We're looking for a place called Thrix, and we were hoping you'd give us directions.
What does it look like?
Big and made of stone. Is that right? And he looks back to the rest of the group.
There's a large mountain range over that way that's large and made of stone. But you probably don't mean that, do you?
No, that's not what I mean. Though you are correct.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm perhaps it's something before my time. Bert, he turns his head, and no door opens. The entire tree just raises a little bit, this third large tree, and it turns slowly a little bit, and you just see this implication of a face on this tree, and just yeah. He goes, "Have you ever heard of a place called Thrix?" And he says, "Nope. I can ask around though if you want." And you see like his leaves up top just kind of go like they shake, almost like he's shaking his hair out, if you would. And he goes, "I'm not sure. I might be able to get some information for you from my dear friend here." And he pets the tree.
Okay.
We have an exchange.
Oh, exchange. What do we have in exchange? He turns and looks at everyone else again. He's so uncomfortable.
I'm gonna lean into Ulrich and just say, if we can find.
Oh,
hold on.
Hold
You
on.
leaned past your mic.
Yeah.
I did. If we can find some metal, something like a weapon.
You don't have a forge.
All right.
Rena's walking away just with her hands on her head, just so fucking stressed right now. like walking away, like past, like probably a good 10 to 15, maybe 20 feet away from the group. Like,
But we would have to find the material, and they would have to want a weapon.
Okay, well that's an option.
Ask them what they want.
He turns back and he says, "What do you want?"
Yes.
We'll enter into a negotiation.
So formal.
I find it's best to be clear.
Hmm. Yeah. Certainly. I don't know. I like fancy things. Or useful. Useful things are nice too. And the little woman behind you says,
You know, if you've got any like interesting like food, I can that'd be good for me. Or maybe
We should have brought the jug.
are you able? I could take some carpentry skills too. I could really use a hand with that. The ladder's kind of busted. It's a little difficult to move up and down when I gotta skip a step. These legs aren't getting any bigger.
All right. Well, we have some strong arms, but no carpenters. We have a smith. That's her. She's the smith.
do you make jewelry?
I am less experienced with finery, more so with tools and weapons and equipment. The finest pieces I've made are coins, actually, though jewelry might be outside of my expertise, but I could try.
Coin.
We have coin.
Show me. I don't know what this is.
Tim will pass one of the electrum pieces that he'd gotten from the goblin necklace to Ulrich.
He'll show off the coin. Say,
takes it to look at.
Where we come from, that's what we use for exchange.
He holds it. He goes, "Why do I feel inclined to bite?" And then he flicks it with his thumb and starts rolling it across his fingers back and forth.
Wow, you're really good at that if you've never seen one before.
I'm told I'm good with my hand. And catches it.
Does someone else want to talk to them?
No, we're good.
Rena's far away. I'm sorry.
You got this.
she is having a fucking mental breakdown. I don't know if anybody's
I'm only
read what's
catching
happening.
snippets of all of this.
I'm getting Asterian flashbacks.
Yes. I don't know if anyone's read what I've been typing in the private chat, but I'm having a breakdown right now.
Yeah, I'm going to get to you in a second. He looks at you, Cassidy. Could you... Do you have more of...
Yeah, I've got some of the ones I've made. We are lucky enough to have, I don't know if you'd call it an electrum mine or a gold and silver mine, but within our reach, and I've actually made quite a few, and I'll just give him like a big loose handful of electrum.
Okay, I don't need a lot of... But could you put them on, like, string? Or do you put holes in these and make it like a necklace?
Is that something you'd like?
Oh, yes, I think so. It makes a very... And he takes a few of them and shakes them in his hands. He's like, it's a very nice sound.
That's most people's favorite part.
I can see why.
The clink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I could do that. Might need to find if you had some material to thread them on. That might be helpful because I don't have anything like that on me.
He gets like this, like kind of look on his face, and he ducks and steps back into the tree and shuts the door.
I'm just gonna look at Ulrich like, it's working.
And
Take it from here, Cassidy.
And the little woman behind you goes,
All right, and who's gonna fix my stairs?
while you're dealing with that, Rena, you're walking away and having your panic attack, and Katie kind of catches up to you.
Ketchups.
Ketchups, yes, red everywhere. She catches up to you and says, "Well, you're right there, dear. What's wrong? What's wrong?"
I just have this really, really bad feeling that this village just it's probably been gone, or city. I'm sorry, has been gone for I don't know, forever. And I feel like we're chasing a non-existent lead right now.
Well, I mean, you heard what the ranger said earlier. Perhaps there's answers there. I mean, answers to nothing. And if it has fallen, this probably doesn't make it better, but it's not the first city, village, hovel, whatever you want to call it, to fall in Gatia. Some places, I mean, the elements just swallow them up. So it's just a part of living on in this place.
Well,
It could happen.
Sorry.
No.
Well, it's fine if it's gone. We don't have any other things to get help right now. The people who would normally come to give us something to kind of advance our society gave us a fucking jug, and it just spits out mayonnaise, whatever that is, and I'm stressed. I'm just stressed.
Well, you put it on bread, love. You put mayonnaise on bread. It's
You
like
put
a
it on
sandwich.
bread?
Like a sandwich condiment, yeah.
Ew.
Oh, not a lot. I mean, it's to everyone's preference just how much, some a lot, some a little. But regardless.
Forget the mayonnaise!
All right.
I'm sorry.
Good.
Listen, my sister has this thing in her necklace, and I don't. Its name is Jules, and
That's clever.
It's been talking to us. Jesus Christ!
Fuck was that? Sorry, continue.
Dramatic.
I can't deal
What
with
the
this.
hell?
And
It's the chaotic nature of Gatia. You just never know when the music's gonna just.
I thought I was getting struck by lightning. And the thing said he said he was an elf. So I don't know. Huh?
I didn't hear him say he was an elf, but he certainly does look like one. Yes.
Wait, what?
You said an elf? You said it was an elf?
In the necklace.
Oh.
Jules.
Oh. Yeah.
I thought you meant. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble.
No. Yeah, it's a lot.
So there's a little man in your sister's necklace who's an elf.
Yes, and he's the one who told us, like, hey, if we maybe need help, we could go to the city, and I'm just...
You're worried just for nothing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been out this far before?
No. We have never been away from our village for this long, either.
But even if it's gone, if the city is gone, perhaps you'll find something else on the way. You don't know what's out there, right? That's the impression I'm getting. And if Thrix is gone, I've offered what I can. if you all want to take that plunge. I can help you as much as I can while we're there, if that's where you all decide you want to go. Truly, I'll stay until my deal is set in motion.
Okay.
You
Okay.
at least have that option if it makes you feel any.
Okay. A little bit. I'm still stressed, but it's okay.
I understand.
We just don't know what we're gonna come back to, and I'm just really worried. I didn't want to come out this far anyway.
Do you not have protectors in your village?
No. Well, I mean, we have people that guard the village, if that's what you mean. Kind of?
Yeah.
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 Potentially.
Yeah, but...
Well, I mean, they
It's
wouldn't
still-
be doing what they're doing if they couldn't do it, right?
Right? I hope so.
Oh, that was just bleeding with confidence.
Someone told me that I needed to be more confident.
Here's looking at you, Dad.
Even if it's bullshit, as long as it's believable. That's all you need.
Right.
Believable bullshit.
She's just gonna go sit down against a tree until everybody's done talking.
Falls into the door.
Not those trees. away from that.
She's like, and now back to the rest of the group, this little weird halfling question mark lady is like pushed to the door open. She goes,
You see? It's like the fourth step down. It's snapped in the middle. I mean, I've got some great upper arm strength because I have to lift myself over that step, but it would be a lot nicer if it wasn't like that. I'm not going to be young forever.
Well, I can have the necklace done in about an hour. I could take a look at it when I'm done. I'm familiar with crafting, just not with working with lumber.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be you. It can be somebody else that maybe knows their way around lumber. That's the word you want to use.
How about scribe?
Give us
Yes,
grab.
I'll range her.
Did you do any repairs around your property?
The trick that I normally use is not currently prepared. Let me see what I might be able to do. DM, would mending help this?
one second. Let me double check. Yeah, actually, I believe it would, because it's just a footstep, so it's not longer, the break is not longer than a foot in a given direction. So
Oh, let me see what it takes for me to swap out cantrips when this page loads, and I will see what I can do.
All right, great. Well, if you could fix that, that'd be wonderful. And Bert's a chatty individual, so he's gonna take a while to whatever he's looking for. I don't know. But I can cook. You're gonna be here for a little bit. I can make some food. It'd be like a little, hey, thank you for fixing my step.
Is Katie back yet?
Did Rena move closer to the group to sit next to a tree? Or did she stay distanced?
No, she stayed distanced, for sure.
No, Katie did not come back. She's sitting with Rena.
Okay. We don't want to bother you all for too
Oh
long.
no, are you kidding me? Does it look like I'm doing anything? I have Ellie and a tree to talk to all day. It's not like I have errands to run.
Right. All
You can
right.
talk to trees?
Bert. Points at Bert.
Oh. Fair enough.
I could go for a meal.
Have you been
I just
walking
gotta
around?
say, out of character, my alarm bells are ringing. But I don't think Ulrich really has the experience. I don't think any of us, besides Katie, would have the experience to be suspicious. Am I wrong?
Well, you were
GM?
suspicious of Katie.
Well, yeah, but not about food specifically, right?
Well,
Mhm.
let Cassie
Except for
go
the-
first.
They could fucking poison us. That's a very mundane threat involving food. So, right. Well, we do have our own food, so let's just focus on what we need to do. And if you really insist on cooking for us, then
Yes, and she goes back, and you just hear her
Oh.
down the steps, and then I'm okay.
Someone needs to fix that fucking ladder.
It'll have to wait until tomorrow morning.
Damn.
So as you sit in this relatively small clearing of these trees with doors and a large animated tree of sorts in the middle of the Irish forest, we're gonna stop there.
God damn.
God damn.
This is gonna go great.
Well,
I
we had to take the opportunities that we were given.
yeah.
And
I'm
that's
just
what we were given.
uncomfy.
I
We have
just
to
feel
step outside our comfort zone. The cost
Mhm.
is the village and the forest, so.
Oh, I don't wanna.
I just feel like
Well,
we're
everybody-
chasing a city that doesn't
Character
exist.
growth.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's been fun, guys. You guys are great.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us and listening to the story as it unfolds.
Mm-hmm.
This will be posted on Thursday on YouTube, the VOD. If you're a subscriber, you should be able to watch it instantly here on Twitch. In case you missed anything or prefer to watch it here. On Friday, the audio portion of the show will be posted to our podcast spots, places. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Ooh, I didn't have to think of any of that time. So yeah, and that's it. And if you're trying to play catch up, last Sunday we posted The Adventure Continues, which is our podcast on our podcast that recaps the previous two sessions to help people get caught up in case they missed it. And also you get to hear us laugh at each other. But that's
It was
thank you
pretty
so
fun.
much. Yeah, it was. Yes, this was with Luna and Colby, so make sure to check it out. And we'll see you if not before then. Oh shit! Hold on, we forgot something. We have community night on.
Yes, we
Monday.
do.
Monday,
This upcoming Monday, yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you wish to join us for community night, gotta go and join our Discord. The information will be there. Or probably, what's the plan? We're just gonna play some games like we did last time. Just hang out, have a good time.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I think Jackbox was a pretty big hit last time. So,
Mm-hmm.
but all right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time as the adventure continues.
Bye.
Yep, bye-bye.
Good night.